Okay. I haven't been avoiding you for a while. I don't know why. I feel so left. Assuming that's a female.
So lost.
Left.
Left.
Left. Whenever I feel left, that's a female coming through.
Okay.
So when a female comes through to me, it's like a mother, that side of the family. I don't know why. Even you were at one of my other events, right? For some reason, I don't know what it is about you. If you try to block me, I don't know what's going on. But I'm gonna go for it. And you're just gonna have to accept it. If I'm wrong with you, so be it.
Put it this way, if it's, I have a feeling
It's
that
a
I
female.
know who's trying to come through.
It's a female.
And if there's anything
Call me out.
bad or sad that you're trying not to say or trying to figure out how to word it,
That
just go
could be
ahead
it.
and blurt it out.
Well, that might
Because
be it.
I know a lot about her.
That might be it. It's female to the left. So that would be on your mother's side. Okay? And it takes my breath away. I have trouble breathing. I'm just like, I just gasp for air. It's like, maybe my back. So this is almost like, it's like crazy. It's like confusion. And I'm looking, I never usually look straight behind because I like to look away because I don't like to look to get in, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
but
Are you getting this from a younger person or older person?
this is the mother's side, female. I just shake. This is a very confused person coming through. Very confused. Had a lot of confusion in their life. And I think that's why it's hard. Because it's like she had problems here, you know, problems here. Like, I hate to say it, but mental problems.
Yep.
And that's why I've avoided you because it's confusing for me. It's like, I don't know, it's bipolar, schizo, needed to be on medication, should have been one. There's all this confusion up here. And I almost feel like she took her own life. Like, that she didn't have to die. She was just so, she's a confusing person. Now I know why I stayed away. Because it's hard for me to understand her. She's middle age, not old, not she's middle age, like almost. She's so confusing. I will get her, trust me, I've done this before. I have done people and it will come out because they're so, the mind-wise is so confusing that for them to come through to me, I had to figure out exactly how their brain's working, okay? And Karen can vouch for this because I did.
She did one at my house in a group reading.
Yeah, and it was really hard.
And it was just, you were struggling just like
yeah,
you were
the
that.
same thing, because when they have mental problems that way, this girl,
Is there emotional pain or physical pain
it's
involved with the head?
right now, she's just showing me brain, like, confusion.
Okay.
Where she should have been on medicine, or she was on medicine for, I mean, she was diagnosed, or with personality problem. Does that make sense to you? And she couldn't cope with life the way we do. And I know I feel it in my back. I don't know why. I feel it in my back.
Is there anything with the man involved?
Just let me
Okay.
let me do this. I'm feeling back. So when she shows me back, there's something to do with pain in her back. She's so confused. Did she have a child? Could she show me a child? Oh, my back. I don't know what is wrong with my back. Something. Oh, it's pain. I mean, I physically feel pain back here with her. Does that make any sense to you? Just, I mean,
Absolutely.
it's right here. It's just tremendous pain for me. The confusion in her is almost like she really didn't understand life at all. I mean, she just. There's question marks around her too. Was she killed or was she
We're
murdered?
thinking she was.
She was murdered. Just so you know, did it have something to do with back here? Was she shot
we
or
think-
something?
We think that it was, but we can't prove it.
No, it wasn't. There's no proof. It's here right now. She did have mental problems, right? She does have a child. Was she shot or something back here? I mean, there's pain here.
I think she
So
was
if it was
shot.
shot here and it,
She wasn't shot.
something was traumatized to her through here. I mean, I don't know, she was beaten, something.
She was beaten.
She was beaten. And it's, the pain is excruciating. I hate to say this, but she did feel the pain. This was wrong. She was just, I want to cry. I'm sorry. But she was really traumatized by this. I mean, she felt, these are the hard ones, and I think that's why I stayed away.
Well, it's,
She said, and she keeps saying, the Father, the Father, the Father. Is this the father maybe of her child?
that did it.
Mm-hmm. She's saying the Father. She was really brutalized by him. And not just once, many times, she says. This was an abused woman by this guy. And she had mental problems, so she just went along with it.
She did.
She didn't know any better. She should have left. She stayed. Thank God the pain's gone. Okay. Is this, I know what you was, is this a sister or
It's my mom's sister.
your mom, a sister, because she's a sister. Okay, your mom's sister. She's out of pain, though, just so you know. And she's okay here. She's finally free. And to her, I don't know if you understand this, but to her, it was worth it. Because now she can think straight. She doesn't have that confusion. She misses her job. But she's free. She's free of all that pain and suffering that she lived her life. It wasn't just with that man. Do you understand? She's very at peace. And she wants you to know that. She didn't suffer. And it's sad that no one should have to suffer like that. But to her, right now, it was worth it. It was worth it to her to be where she is now. She is in heaven.
Does she have a message for me to give her kids?
She loves them, of course. And also, too, she doesn't want them around the Father. She says to keep them away. Keep them away. Does that make make sense to you?
Yeah, we've been trying.
She says, please keep them away. She fears for them as much as she feared for herself. He's an abuser. He will abuse them. You need to keep fighting. She's like, keep fighting. But I feel like one of them, she's talking about one of them has children, right?
Yeah.
There's children from, so she would be a grandmother. She says, I'm a grandmother.
She's a grandmother.
And she worries about them. That's why she's worried about the grandchildren.
She has an especially beautiful granddaughter that
She's worried about the that's what she's worried about. That he's going to hurt her, or the grandchild. She's like, he's going to hurt her. And that is your fear.
Yeah.
So make sure you do everything. She's like, please make sure you do everything you can to keep that grandchild away from him. And I know that's an impossible task, almost, but she's not at peace that way. Do you understand? She struggles. She watches. She's fearful for her grandchild. That's her main concern right now, is the grandchild. So you need to protect that grandchild, because I have a feeling he's going to do it again.
Okay, thank you.
Can you do that?
I'll certainly try. I just reconnected with these cousins
That's good.
in February. They live in Arizona. She died 6 days after her fifth child was born. And my husband cut off all ties with everybody. So they were told they never had anybody who loved them. And he cut off ties with their entire family.
She's really concerned about